Welcome back to the Center Podcast. I got Mark to my left,
Yo.
Quinn to my right. Is there something you want to talk about, Quinn?
No. Hey.
Hostile today. It's a little late in the day, you know.
As you can tell, not really. It probably looks the same all the time to you guys. But
Just a brick wall. It's always nighttime to them.
we always record in the alleyway. It's actually not a green screen.
Yeah. As you know, we don't
We
have.
just found some lights, put it on, found a brick wall.
As you know, we don't have a headquarters anymore, so we found this.
We did it. We got kicked out that we're living in the streets.
We're sitting on crates.
Crackhead walks past the
I know.
camera.
It was like,
Hey, I'm done.
He's like, "Hey, I got y'all some soup from the mission."
I'm good, Ronnie. I'm good.
I was thinking the same thing. It's like, nah, I'm good.
Are you sure? Well, I'll be over here.
Which one of y'all said y'all sleeping with me tonight? It's like,
It's me, Ronnie.
Oh, alright, I'll be waiting for you.
Are we doing butt to butt or are we
We'll talk
docking?
about it. We'll talk about it.
All right. As long as you're not docking, I'm good.
How you guys doing?
What a wonderful intro.
Yeah.
Homeless people, soup,
Rodney?
Ronnie.
Say hi, Rodney. Hell,
comes
Comes
on
on.
the cut.
I'm Gilbert Godfrey.
I'm working the cameras.
Haven't ever heard from Gilbert Godfrey in a while. It's because he's busy doing
One of
a.
these days we'll actually get him like surprised.
Well, he's busy doing a live action Aladdin.
Then all the OG people will like lose their shit. It's like holy crap.
So Brandon's like, what? Oh my god.
They actually got him.
The low key.
But yeah,
I didn't think we had anything up our sleeves.
let's just get right into this thing. So I came up with an idea, guys.
Hold on, my hemorrhoids are acting up. Alright.
I didn't know about that. I didn't
No, I'm
know.
just playing.
Yeah,
Some heavy lifting.
early in the week. Early in the week, I came up with this idea. Brought it up to them so we could like do it beforehand, and
I ended up doing it yesterday.
yeah. But
It's just funny.
but yeah, I came up. I basically.
to the same song.
I know you did it right now, basically. Anyway, I went to them with the idea of basically, so like back in the day, people just made like mixtapes or like playlists for people and all that stuff. So my thinking was it'd be interesting for like from people person to person. Why am I playing with my phone right now? I don't know, but it'd be interesting to do from people to person to see like what different playlists or mixtapes they can make up for themselves. You good? You need a tissue?
Oh no.
But yeah, so basically make our own make a playlist of our own lives, soundtracks to our own lives, basically, and then just explain why we picked the songs that we picked. And
Sorry, I got a text just now. I'm so sorry. This is just a random
you want to
text.
just do us today? I feel like he's a little.
Sorry.
So basically, just a soundtrack or a playlist that we made that goes along with our lives in any way that we feel. And we just kind of describe why we picked the songs that we picked. The whole rule of it was 10 songs, and then you can't have the same artist more than once. So we did this on Apple Music, and we thought we would share with you. Did you mess up again?
I have like so many songs. It's,
Did you put like the
Did you
album?
just do as many songs as you want?
no, it was, I don't know, some
put an
shit got
album?
added. I don't know
Yeah.
how this happened. 79 songs now. So,
I had 2 rules.
and I broke them both.
Up.
I didn't add these songs though. Anyway, it's fine.
Well,
I'll
you
just
should
do
know
10.
the songs off top, whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, 10 songs, and you can't repeat the artist more than once. And that was the whole idea. I thought it was so simple, and they were just more complicated than it needed to be. This kid put 4 Drake songs in the playlist. This guy forgot how many exactly it was, but he found it on his own. You know.
Myself, I went back.
So,
I could have sworn there was a number, and I was like, wasn't sure, so I had to go back and see.
I tried to make it as easy as possible, guys. Sorry, but yeah. So we did our
We
Apple
had to
Music.
switch stuff around too. I mean, he got
That was by choice. I didn't really.
But he still didn't have it. Like I could continue.
I had it. Anyway, so yeah, we did our Apple Music, and then when we release this episode, we're gonna like tweet out the links, whatever, so you guys can listen to it to yourselves. And if you guys want, you guys can make up your own 10 songs and different artists and stuff, and we can listen to it as well if you guys want to do this, and it'd be kind of cool to do. So yeah, I feel like I should have did that better. Fuck it.
you did it good.
Yeah, 10 songs, no artist repeated more than once, song about your life, and just basically why. or play soundtrack about your life. So do it. This is gonna be the video this week for Instagram. That's why I'm trying to like, yeah. So just do that. Tweet them out or send it to us, and we'll listen along. Are you good? You got all the right. You got your 79 songs dwindled down.
76. Some deleted. So
Jesus.
Do you want to go just left to right, Mark? You want to go first, or you want me to do it?
How about you start off and then I'll take off the second one.
Okay. And then whenever
Let's
he
get
gets
the best for last.
he gets his
shut up. I got it. I'm just doing.
Someone's got the Lord of the Rings soundtrack.
I only have one song from Desolation of Smog. All right. I don't need you to come at me.
I just kind of the first song I picked was kind of playing it off the whole thing of you guys will see. All right, so I said basically make a soundtrack of like they described your life or like parts of your life, but I kind of like I took that into my own words or like I kind of did it different to what I think they did. So I'm just gonna kind of explain. Whereas it wasn't like parts. What?
I saw one of the songs.
Okay.
Yeah, it's okay. So basically, instead of me doing like songs from certain parts of my life from when I was younger till now, I basically did like soundtrack to my life as of right now, or like where my mindset is at and where I'm at. So that's kind of what's been going, like soundtrack of my life right now.
So you're switching up on us?
No, I'm just saying that I.
Wow, so who's a real rule breaker here, huh? He had 2 rules and he broke them.
You fucked up, so you're trying to deflect it on me. It's fine. It's cool. But yeah.
Wow.
I mean, I made it kind of vague, so I can kind of take it any way you want to, but I'm just gonna get into it. So the first song I picked was kind of like an introductory track. You know, just soundtrack to my life. Kid Cudi. You know, kind of basic.
Should we mention if we have the same songs?
I mean, if you want, I don't care.
Because I did put soundtrack to my life.
Out of those 79.
I don't like this attitude.
But yeah, I mean that's kind of self-explanatory. Just kind of like get you into it, and then I would like to. I mean, we could play it. It doesn't really matter. Like
Just can't be more than 30 seconds.
I mean,
That's all you got.
We can play as much as we want because we're not monetizing it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's just you know I got 99 problems and they all bitches. So that's like the first 2 lines, but that's just.
So I'm playing it in my head.
Yeah, just introductory track. Second track on this joint. I mean, he keeps distracted. But yeah, this just in general, this album. If you want to talk about like childhood, like for me, this album is like hands down like my shit. Like that was like age, whatever to like now.
Well, I
Like,
mean, you know, I'm stuck in like 2000 to 2007, so that's all I listen to.
Okay.
You know, I'm just saying, because you know,
You know, just saying.
you know.
Anyway, second song on this track is called "Boredom" by Tyler Creator featuring Rex Orange County. They both awesome. You know that Scum Flower Boy album was awesome. The whole point of it to me was like, I don't want to get deep, but like I feel like I have to if I want to explain this right. But like the whole point of the song is just exactly what it sounds. Just bored, like being bored, or like being like you have nothing to do, or like just you ever had a day where like.
It was about to get deep, so you had to take that water break.
You ever had a day where you're just like in your house or something and you just like you're bored obviously, but like everybody else you see everybody's doing their own thing, or you see like you go on social media, you see all these people having fun and it's just like you stuck at home, everybody else is busy doing their own thing, and you just kind of feel like, all right, like nobody wants to include me in this, or like it's just kind of like you're stuck at home, you can't do anything about it, or it's just kind of like the idea of being bored and frustrated. And yeah, that's kind of the premise behind it. Also for me, it was kind of like where this song was like came on during the summer, and the whole point of the song was like at a point where you're supposed to be like having a lot of fun and like you're supposed to enjoy your time. But for me, like not to make it sound depressing, but like for my life, like whenever it was like something that's supposed to be celebrating, it always ended up being like the shittiest time, like New Year's,
Yeah,
and, like
because
birthdays and.
Yeah, people usually say the stuff that's not planned out is usually the best of the times that you can have, because
But like
a lot of people nowadays, when you plan stuff out with your friends or family and everything like that, people like to hype things up.
Yeah.
And that's just that's just how things are nowadays. People hype things up and no one knows why, but that's just how things are. I mean, you hype stuff up, you build up a lot of expectations, and when the thing actually comes and nothing actually lives up to what you thought in your head, because everybody probably has different expectations, but especially when they don't live up to your expectations, you kind of feel a certain way as to like, oh, you were let down. But obviously, there's no one who you could blame. It's just other than yourself, because that's just how you let it be. So,
but like for me, it's like New Year's, birthdays, always shitty. Like, or like vacations, where it's the time you're supposed to be having fun, is always end up being stressful, and it's like.
I just think vacations nowadays is hard to have a lot of fun with now, is because you're getting older now, and you're realizing as a kid you were able to have fun with your family really easily. But now, like, that you're getting older and you have your friends that you're with, you kind of hang on to your friends a lot, and you wish you could have fun with your friends on vacation. Like, of course, your family to family, you always like being with them, and there's no problem with that. But it's just the fact that you build that relationship with your friends now to the point where you guys are all older and y'all can do things like go on vacation. So you kind of wish you could be there on vacation with your friends and stuff. And not saying instead of your family, but it's just. I think it will be a lot better or just more fun to be with your friends because you guys are around the same age limit now.
And the lines are like, it's basically like boredom got a new best friend. Like you're always around being bored and shit like that. It's like bored and getting desperate as hell. It's like it's like stomach. Wait, was it? What's the line? Fuck. Oh well. It was basically talking about like he bored to the point where he was like, oh, I'm just gonna eat. He was like, but I hate eating. I hate eating by myself. Like it's like I want somebody to eat with, or like it's just being by yourself. And like, if you ever feel like that, listen to that song. I know y'all haven't listened to this album like that, so I feel like y'all really should, because this is my shit. But next song, I feel like I was on there for a while, but I felt like I was going through this, and like this was like the last song I added that was like finalized, because I was like, all right, I need like a love or like heartbreak type song on here. But then I was thinking about it, I was like, I'm not really about that shit. I was like, I've never had a situation where I've been like that. Like, it's not anything like that. But the closest I could associate it with was a song Cameras / Good Ones Go.
That's a surprise, because I don't know. When I hear that song, I don't know.
But like, not Cameras, but the second half, Good Ones Go. It's basically saying like, when I'm just gonna end this and then you can say what you want.
Well, no, I was just gonna, okay, since you brought up not being like sad and shit with these music, but go ahead.
Well, not being sad, it was just me, like, I never had it, like, people was like, oh, during this time of my life, this song really helped me because I went through heartbreak. Like, I've never had that. I couldn't associate a song to anything. But, like, I've never really been, like, in that place. But my mentality has always been, like, all right, fuck you then, like.
Well, no, my question to you was, do you easily cry from songs, or, like, you really listen to the song?
Yeah.
Like, because there's certain songs that I'll listen to, and then, like, you could hear, like, the pain in their voice, and you're just like,
there's a couple songs on here that I couldn't put on just because I had to pick, like, there's a lot of times where I had to give up one song to put this on there to make it fit. Like, it was kind of difficult because of the rules.
It was really funny because now that you say that, I just seen it recently and they changed, like, who the person the album was. It was just funny, but there's an episode on Family Guy with Peter where he gives a gift to Lois, and it's an album. I forget who it was by, but it's a gift to Lois, and he was like, this album is amazing. I did not know myself until I listened to this album. Then you just see him in his bedroom with the headphones and he starts crying. He's like, oh, someone hurt you. That much is sure. Then he's just like, who hurt you? Who hurt you?
No, but I'm just like, as I thought about this, I was thinking about the episode where Peter was crying in the car, but then like he started laughing and he's like, my emotional state is easily changed by the music I listen to or some shit like that.
Yeah, Pharrell. It was I forget the song.
Oh, Happy.
Yeah, Happy. And then he just changed.
He came from crying to like I was dancing and shit.
Moving on. Basically, so yeah, I put Cameras. It's kind of two songs in one, so Cameras had to fit in there because I couldn't separate it. But basically, more Good Ones Go more than anything. Because like, all right, let me just pull up the line. That one. It's always that one part in this song that you can't lie. If you sing this, it's like kind of wild. Let me see. Let me try to find it. All right, yeah. It's basically that part where it switches up, and it's basically about like him being trying to like this is at a point where like this is like one of his best albums. So he was trying to like work on this and like being successful, and then it's basically talking about him being with a girl, but like he's like, I'm caught up on my work, but you want to be like married and shit and all this stuff. He's like, I want you to like wait for me, but like you shouldn't have to. So it's basically like talking about It's like, but don't you go getting married? Don't you go get engaged? I know you're getting older. There's no time to waste. I shouldn't be much longer, but you shouldn't have to wait. Can't lose you. Can't help it. I'm so sorry. I'm so selfish. I've been chilling that song. Yeah, that's basically like that's the closest thing I could kind of say. It was like I'm at a point right now where like we doing etc. I'm doing college. I'm trying to work, and then like the last time I had like a situation where I like the girl was just kind of like she was not doing really anything except for being in school, and I was kind of like running around doing all this stuff. So like I don't have time to be like be all up on you. So it's like if you want to do something else, then we go do that. I'm kind of busy with what I got going on. But yeah. All right. So next song, I'm gonna try to keep going because I don't want to kill all the time. Next part, Sideline Story. This joint hurt me. But it doesn't hurt me, but it's like real shit. It's just like the beginning. Where he's like, I put my heart and soul in. They messed up that lyric thing.
Put my heat and soul.
I put my heart and soul in this game. I'm feeling drained, unappreciated, unalleviated. Basically talking about like how you feel like you're working so hard with what you're doing, but you don't get like the recognition, or like you just like you're not progressing as hard as you're working. Like you put in the effort, but the results not coming out, and it's just getting frustrated and shit, and kind of feeling like you never that. The whole point of the Sideline Story is like kind of feeling like you never like that first choice. Like it was always the Sideline Story is like being on the bench. Like you're a bench player, you're not the star. Like everybody's sleeping on you, stuff like that. You just kind of feel like everybody's focused on other shit, and like it's like I'm working hard too, but everybody's you're never that first option.
My gosh.
All right, next song. This Jones kind of FU song to Sideline Story is just kind of like Kendrick, bitch don't kill my vibe. It's kind of self-explanatory. I'm not even gonna get into that. It's just don't kill my vibe, son. Don't kill my vibe, man. So just don't do it, son. And then next one is Big Sean Moves. It's just kind of like being like focused and just doing like sticking to what you want to do and like being stuck on your goals and just making moves. You know what I'm saying? Not to sound corny, but you know. And this one, all right. So I knew that one of these guys would put Logic in there, so I tried to avoid putting Logic in mine just to have give you guys more artists in here, like more variety when you guys listen to it. If you guys do. And this next song is Saba, World in My Hands, featuring Shmino, which is my man's. I couldn't get him on here from a regular song, but like I got him in here in the feature. But this is basically talking about like just feeling like you having everything in front of you, you want to take advantage, like you want to see the world, you want to do all this, like you trying to like live your life to the fullest. Like before this, I had never been by Logic, and I was like, this kind of fits it too, but I don't want to put another Logic song in this mix. And then this song is kind of like a dedication to the people around me, you know what I'm saying? Not to sound corny. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's Under Control by the Internet. This song is about like, so just that one person working hard. Like this is a group or a band, and like the lead singer wrote the song to her bandmates, basically saying like, we working hard, whatever, and like, don't worry, like as soon as we make it, like I got y'all, like my friends, my family, I'm gonna take care of all y'all. I got it under control. That's the name of the song. It's just kind of that whole idea.
Yeah, there is a certain song now that I'm thinking about it. It's just the same way. I think it's by Logic. If not, it's by Big Sean. It's something like that.
Just basically taking like wanting to be successful so you can take care of the people around you that matter to you. And that's kind of like to my family and, you know, to these guys, you know, put that out. Like, that's just kind of the whole idea behind it. And then next song is Chance the Rapper, Blessings. It's just kind of like, to me, I was going to put Love Yours, but I already put J. Cole for Sideline Story. So I was like, all right, Blessings is good too, because it's basically talking about everything you have in your life. Because like, I feel as though like, even though everybody has their problems, like I feel like I'm pretty lucky in general. Like I have good parents and family and friends, and like I don't have a lot to complain about, even though everybody always wants more. Like I feel like where I'm at, like I shouldn't have much to complain about. And then just to wrap it all up is like basically all this stuff that I was talking about that I be worrying about, stressing about is Three Little Birds, Bob Marley, you know? That classic line is like everything's gonna be alright, and that just closes it. So thank you. Mark, take it off.
Jeez.
Mark, take it off.
Oh jeez.
Alright. So not like Victor's, how he set his up. Mine is how it is. Starting off, you know, growing
like
up.
Being a young, like
yeah, from being a young, being parts of my life, me just being young, and the things that I can remember, the stages in my life that I can remember where a song probably, you know, has a part of my life influenced me. Like I can go, like I from right now can go back and think of a song from that time part of my age that I can remember I listened to a lot, and I remember it being
like,
there.
You hear that song, it's like, damn, I remember when I was like 7.
Yeah,
and
like
that's kind of how
my bike or like.
That's kind of how I set mine up.
That's what I was saying, because I knew you guys
But,
probably
like,
did that, but I did it.
Yeah, that's kind of how I set mine up.
Cause yeah, I could just remember it being that, and the first one kind of isn't really like I can remember a time like that, but it's just the genre of who this person was. And I started off with Michael Jackson.
I knew it.
Don't Stop Till You Get Enough. That's just another song. It also reflects just like I remember watching Rush Hour, and that's just the song they played just to show how Chris Tucker was, and that's just how it was. But I can just remember ever since I was young, Michael Jackson is just someone I grew up with. Obviously, it's not someone I grew up with because he made music way before I was born, but it was just something that I remember being young, hearing it. Yeah, hearing it so much, and I felt like I did grow up with this, like the music that he made, and it's just something that I've always grown up with and just loved listening to no matter what. Even now, I can still listen to his music and always just appreciate it for what it is. And it just brings everything together. It just brings a lot of people together too. Like no matter what, like if you really don't like Michael Jackson, I feel like you just weren't in a household who just grew up with a lot of like culture and just like I don't know, but like if most likely. Most of the world loves Michael Jackson. Like you can't say like you don't.
Except for the people who are like he's a rapist and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But for me, definitely like I would again. It was just because the way I set it up. Like I obviously could have set up different artists for this if I did it their way. But like when he died, I remember where I was, what happened,
so
everything like that.
Same.
Prince, like I'm not gonna disrespect Prince, but like I wasn't as big of a Prince fan that I was a Michael Jackson fan.
But then again, Prince was for a different like generation, kind of like.
Yeah, he was.
I didn't probably the only song I listened to was 1999, and like but I remember being Prince when Prince died. I was waiting for the bus and I was like so.
I was in class. I was great. I was in class and like one kid was like, "Yo, Prince died." Like, he was on his phone on Twitter. It was like silent period. He's like, "Yo."
So when Michael Jackson died, it was like the summer of 2009, I believe.
Yeah, I think.
And I don't think it was this. Yeah,
it was the summer because I was down. I was in a
was
hotel down the shore watching the news.
I was out playing with the neighborhood kids, and I got a text from my brother's mom. I was playing with that kid I told you about, the Knights and Dragons stuff, Dragon Dungeons or whatever. It was 2009 was a year of chain messages, like chain sex and everything.
Yeah, so if you don't do this, 10 people are gonna die.
Yeah, so my brother's mom, she texted me like, "Oh, Michael Jackson has died. Spread this to all your friends and family. Each message is like a prayer to Michael." And I'm like, "That's not funny." I was like, I texted her. I was like, "I don't
Stop.
like." I was like, "I don't like these chain messages." And then next thing you know, like, I went inside the house. My mom was like, "Yo, Michael Jackson died." I was like, "What?" I was like, "Really?" I had plans to go see his concert.
Yeah, but it was the same thing. I remember I was just not to waste time, but I remember where I was playing Little League baseball, and I was actually like playing baseball, and I remember out of nowhere, like my aunt had texted my mom and saying that, and that's when my mom said out of nowhere, like once she got the text messages, I swear like all I heard was people like, "Oh my God, Michael Jackson's dead! Oh my God!" I was just like, "What's going on?" Like
people throwing up.
Mark's like, "What the hell is it?
Strike two!" Like I literally just did it. That's all I heard, and again, like I was saying, just how Michael Jackson's really impacted my life because seeing that too, it also impacted my mom's life too. Because I remember when that whole situation happened, either the night of or a night like just close by when that happened. I remember my mom was just crying because again, seeing someone like that, like I can just imagine, just like someone you grow up like that.
He was murdered.
How amazing that person was, and just like what he created for this world, and just seeing how he just left.
Me when Mark Anthony dies.
Just like that. The next part is Kanye West Stronger. The reason why I picked this song is because again, like I can't really say from like lyrical wise. I mean, I just know from seeing this, I just know like there was a certain time in my life where I remember I was playing Xbox and literally Kanye West is somebody like I could have picked even from Dropout, all that, like all his music from that point. I just remember listening to it a bunch of times when I was playing my games, and it's just someone like again, like I could say Kanye West is another person who I grew up with. Like my brother and I listened to it, even my nephews, like we all listen to it like constantly, and it's just somebody like I can remember like we can always go back and no matter like car rides, all that stuff, we would always just listen to Kanye West, and that was just the best. Yeah, like I was saying, Halo is just a song that I chose because I can remember playing Halo, the actual video game, so much when I was younger. Like I was saying before, Kanye West just playing Xbox. This is the one game that I can say like introduced me into playing video games so much and just loving video games for what they are. And again, video games is just a part of my life that like I still play today. And I just remember playing Halo, and it just actually just gave my life a lot of fun.
This next song is more video games to me.
Yeah, this definitely is. So the next song is "Won't Back Down," Eminem, featuring Pink. So yeah, this is another part of my life where I can
best
say
zombie song.
yeah. So I can just basically say that is another part. It was just in a video game, but. It's not just also video game. It's just, again, I can remember listening to Eminem because Eminem is just like how I said with Kanye West. Like, it's just somebody who I remember listening to. This album, Recovery, just gave me a type of feel. Like, I don't know why. It felt like it was at a span of like 2 years, 3 years, but it was only a year it came out. But I just felt like I listened to it like for such a long time that I can remember listening to it, holidays, all that stuff. Like, it was just a good album to me that I remember. Yeah, I can just remember listening to it no matter what. It was just fun.
I want to play zombies so bad.
Yeah, like it was. I don't know. It was just. I remember a lot of people just connected to that song that was in my family. We loved listening to Eminem. The next is Justin Timberlake. What goes around comes around. I'll explain. I want to say that this song for me.
I should put a Timberland song in here.
I just want to say that this song to me just kind of reflects on the girls that I have, talked to or dated. Okay.
So, do you have Grenade in there?
I see. That could have been one, but nah. So that's only gonna reflect one person. So I was like, no point. But anyway, this song just kind of just goes off to me. I'm a person who doesn't really break up with girls. And most of the time they just did it with me. And so the girls that I did go out with probably, and the ones that I talked to, it just kind of goes in a full circle. I don't want to say like I don't think I did anything wrong. But
I feel like Mark has had the worst. I'm sorry to go off topic. Mark has had the worst luck when it came to females and how they treated them.
Like, and again, it's not like they treated me bad. Like, they slept with my best friend. It
was emotional. Sorry. It was emotional abuse.
It's not that. It just
didn't work out.
It's just how they treated the situation. Like
how they went about it.
Yeah, like it's like
this is how I remember.
It just almost felt like as if
we'll do a flashback.
And it was also too on my level of thinking because again, like I grew up like around my brother's friends and I was really mature for my age, and it was just seeing how like when I was in relationships how a lot of them went through. I was just like I looked at my brothers and how their relationship like it didn't seem like it was anything like that, so it kind of got me annoyed when I seen like how girls would treat like the situation would be with like trying to talk to me or when they were actually going out with me. So it was just I kind of just chose that song because it's like, yo, you did this, but you're dead ass about to have it happen to you.
I've had many late car conversations with this kid, many porch conversations. So
like it just kind of goes to that like, yo, yeah, they did it to me, but no matter what, it's gonna come back around. You can see this next one, Otis featuring Jay-Z, Kanye West, Watch the Throne album.
The next one, I don't even know what part of that is.
Yo.
I was like, if I did this soundtrack like that, I would have put that in there.
But Otis, the reason why this song I kind of had like two songs from this album. It was actually Church in the Wild and Otis. And basically because in this time of my life, like, yo, it was really peaking to the point where like I felt like life was being really good. Also, it was my brother was in college along with his friends too. I think at this point we were probably like in 7th grade, 8th grade. This was also around
college.
Yeah, he was.
He was in high school, bro, because we were freshmen when he graduated.
Oh, wait. We were freshmen.
Right,
never mind. Yeah, he was in high school, but I was thinking, because we were in middle school. And the reason why I also remember the time and date this was made, it was also around the time where, like, MW3 came out, and it was around this time. And it was just a lot of, like, around this time, it was just really...
I remember specifically him singing this song in the top lot. like it makes it easier.
Yeah, so, like... It was just at this point in life, it was like really fun for me. I felt like a lot of things were just opening up to me. I just felt like it was just really like...
I'm in a sweat.
It was really just cool how like life was just really going. I felt like I was also gaining a lot of friends too. And it was just I could see that I was going to have a lot more fun with my life. The next song would be You Was Right by Lil Uzi. Now we all should know. Around this time when this album was dropped, this
that was Summer 16.
Summer 16, and I can say Summer 16 was probably the best summer in my life. I don't think it would ever get topped. It might be close, but never topped. And again, like, the reason why I chose this is because Summer 16 was just
any party, anything you went to, anything at all. That's
it was
what you
just
would hear.
fun, and I don't even want to say it was about parties. It was just about hanging out with my friends constantly, every day. Like never having a day where I felt like I was bored. Like, and if it was to that point, I would just hit these guys up and we would just plan something right there. Even if we didn't do anything, just being in the same room like we are now was just a thing that was just fun. Like
that's just what birthed this. This is just us talking in a room.
Yeah, like this is just like how it was. Like that's what I loved. And if it wasn't with this, again, it was like my brother's friends. Like, it was like we just all hanged out. Like that's what we wanted to happen because nobody wanted to be in the house anymore.
And we said it too. We were like, yo,
yeah, like
we're just gonna make sure that it's not corny.
Yeah. Like, and that's when this guy ended up having his car. So we were like, yo, it's a lot more opportunity now instead of having to set up drop offs. Like it was just a lot of more opportunities to have fun and like realize we're like, yo. Like, and again, I'm pretty sure we, like, wanted jobs, but once the summer came, we were like, yo, we don't want a job. Like, we want to just have fun for this one summer. So we were like, yo, let's do it. Let's have fun. So that's when, like, you know, that summer was just amazing to me. I don't think anything's on top of it. The next song is Inspire Me by Big Sean. I chose this song specifically because in this song, he talks about his mom and how his mom inspires him and how...
Wow.
Yeah, how his mom inspires him and how he, like, you know, how what she does makes him want to be a better person. And the reason why I do this is because, like, sometimes people sleep on it, but your parents do a lot for you. And specifically, like you said, his mom. I specifically say how my mom, you know... Starting off when I was getting raised, you know, my parents were divorced and I was with my mom most of the time. So I feel like my mom took a lot on my life.
Now.
I mean, yeah, but I'm just saying though, like as a start, like even now though, she still does. But yeah, my mom kind of raised me and my brother by herself a lot. We were younger, so it kind of...
Save it for the award speech, bro.
It kind of gave, you know, birth to Franklin Street, but also at the same time... yeah, like, my mom just did so much. I feel like, oh, God, let me pause that. Kind of clicked by mistake. My mom kind of just did a lot for me, and I kind of felt like, you know, it's not really appreciated that much, but at the same time, she did so much raising me and my brother, and I, like, see how I can see how she's, like, she made sure she made what happened happen, and at the same time, she also, like, she made sure we were stable, but at the same time, she also made sure that we had fun. Like, we also, like, it wasn't always so much of a crisis, you know, it was always, like, okay, we can also have fun too at the same time.
Should always keep that fridge stocked.
High seas. If you wanted high seas, my crib is where you went.
Fucking fridge door, open that joint up. You either got lemon or you got orange.
Yeah.
Yo, them joints
it was something. But again, like, it was just...
The yellow Gatorades were Marcel's though. Don't touch them joints.
Oh yeah, that was true. He always had Gatorades. It was random. But again, it wasn't also me too. It was also she made it sure, like I said, we had fun in that. She also invited a lot of, like, other people like these guys in, and it was just...
Friday night SmackDown nights.
It just seemed like it was really fun, like again, like me, like being, like, having parents that were divorced, you know, I never saw from a standpoint growing up how it was having two parents, like, actually, like, you know, being together and how it was, like, growing up. So for seeing, like, how it was of them being split, like, I could, like, just seeing how my mom was able to, like, still make a household where it still felt like that. It was just, it felt really good for me, and it just, again, like, even now, like, I feel like hearing that song, like, he tells, like, oh, like, he's gonna do everything, like, and that, like, she deserves, like, the world, and, like, he was even saying in one of the lines, like, oh, like, basically for Father's Day, like, I believe that's one of the lines, like, basically that she has that role, too, as a father, too, like, the fact that she had the mom's job and the father job, like, I don't know, like, today, like, you know, I get told that, like, oh, I was baby, but again, like, you might see it that way, but at the same time, I see it as if, like, she might have raised me like that, but I feel like she did a great job raising me, and one day I'm gonna give that thanks back to her. And
while he's about to get out that last song, I'm gonna just say, the first night I ever went to someone's house and hung out was Friday night because we were watching Friday Night SmackDown. the first time I was ever at someone's house was Mark's house. And I shedded on myself.
What?
You didn't know?
No.
You didn't know?
I didn't know. You're telling me this now?
Yeah.
This beautiful
Yo.
monologue, and you talking about how he shitted himself.
Bro, the first night ever, I was so nervous because it was like my first time away, actually being at a friend's house. And I was having stomach problems before I left. I was like on the toilet for like an hour. And then when we went over there, we were plane fighting. And then I think somebody hit me in my stomach or something, or I fell, yo. And then like, I thought it was going to be a fart. And next thing you know, I straight shit.
There's too many stories of that, Quentin. You need to know when your farts are farts.
Bro, I was like 10.
Um,
I was like 8.
I pictured it like all this like beautiful music playing, and then Quinn just says I shat myself, and he's like,
so the next song I have is 44 Bars by Logic.
well, you know,
Now that I look at it, I mean, it is a great song for what I want to say, but at the same time, I know there's another song in this mixtape I wanted to put, and it was kind of around the same concept as Victor was saying, how, well, this song in particular just talks about how, you know, people today now just, you know, because, how do I say it, him being a rapper, they're expecting so much from you, and they kind of just want to see, you know, one side of you and don't want to see anything else. And on top of that, it's like, it just shows how like hard you're working, and you know, you don't want the fame to take over you and do something bad. And I'm not saying that's what I have, but like, it's just, again, like going down the road of growing up, there's so many things and possibilities that can like take your interest and just make you probably end up doing something wrong. But it's just hoping to make sure that that doesn't happen, and to like always stay on the right path, really. Again, like Victor was saying, it was something where he was saying like, oh yeah, he's gonna make sure, you know, when things happen, you know, I'm gonna end up doing stuff for them, for these guys, you know, because they've been by my side. So it's like, I'm always gonna make sure to take care of them no matter what. I can't remember the song from, I can't remember the song from the mixtape, but it was basically saying like, oh, Logic was basically saying, yeah, when he got money, you know, he got his team out the way, you know, basically saying he took care of them, and then he eventually bought himself his own house, like got himself a crib and all that stuff. So it's kind of just doing that, like taking care of them the first, you know, making sure they're all good. Making sure they're all good, and then eventually taking care of yourself. The last song, let me just make this really brief, but at the same time go into it. It's You and Me by Lifehouse. This is kind of just me going off of me meeting my girlfriend. I would just say yes. I love my girlfriend. You know, as if I'm going. I feel like I'm going to be with her for a long time, and I'm happy that I met her, and I do love her, and yeah, I'm gonna just. There you go, bro. Yeah, that's just how I'm gonna say. Yeah, so that's just how my life going. Especially how I brought back to, you know, Justin Timberlake and how it's just going now. I'm gonna make sure that never changed. Yep. So yeah, Quinn.
I can't believe it. Alright.
I just heard what you said.
Alright, so this is about my boyfriend. Stan by Eminem. First song is Stan by Eminem. This song being like one of the songs I listen to the most from Eminem. My tea's gone cold, I'm wondering why I got out of bed and all. In the morning, cold my window, and I can't sleep at all.
Yeah, sing it. That's why. You know, if you
I know it's hard. It's hard to do it.
It's like something talking about my window.
I got you right here.
Yeah, but you said it was cool.
My tea's gone cold. I wonder why I got out of bed and all. The morning ride clouds up my window and I can't see at all. And even could it all be gray, but your picture on my wall it reminds me that it's not so bad. It's not so bad. And then, you know,
hey Slim.
He's like, dear Slim, I wrote you, but you still ain't calling. I lost my cell, my PJ, and my home phone at the bottom. All right, I'm sorry.
Because I felt like this was gonna be a whole song.
But like, it was a really good song. It gave me the chills when I was a kid. Like, I looked it up on YouTube. Like, YouTube first came out, and it was back up.
The title of the second song is
Mind your business.
It was like the first time I ever watched a video. I used to like watching when my parents weren't around because I wasn't allowed to listen to like cursing and stuff on YouTube. But like, but I watch porn.
I'm about to say, I was like, you watch
I'm not to watch curse words, but I can look at anal.
But what was it? So I'm watching it, and the next thing you know, it's like his name was, it was you, and then the lightning comes. You see Stan right there. I was like, oh my god. But yeah, all right. And then this song.
What's the name of it?
Got you right here. Alright.
Come on, man. So if I hear that, it's Akon. I can.
Yo, it was like when Akon was out just like throwing these singles out. It's What You Got by One Hit Wonder, Kobe O'Donnell.
Like, for all you got.
That's all I want to make a joke.
What You Got. But like this was when Akon was like doing features and he was throwing out his own shit, you know. But like
another point at that time was like when T-Pain was also
yeah. So
song.
oh wow, it's a nice song. I was gonna get to that because this song is about me and you, bro. Anyway, What You Got? Me and my brother used to like. I had Akon's part, my brother had Kobe O'Donnell's part, and we would just fuck shit up. Like I'll be taking a shower, he'd be taking a shit while I'm in the shower, and we'd be like singing this drum. The drum's on like remember when On Demand had Music Choice, Comcast. That song was the only drum we was playing every day. It was a summer. It was lit. All right, the next one. Buy you a drink and then.
And we.
No,
nope.
And no. Yeah, it's and then. Yeah.
Because he was like saying, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. He fucked it. Like when I saw that, I got real upset because like my whole life I thought it was, ooh wee, I'ma take you home with me. But no, it's and then Buy You a Drink though. We was going to Dorney Park. And it was me. That was that night we got lost. I was up in New York.
Stop.
So it was. I should have put this.
New York. How'd you go from?
It was dark. His mom couldn't see.
Who I love in the door.
My dad had to come and find us. It was like before GPS on our phones were around. So my dad like whipped out the map. and was like, "So where you at? What interstate?" Okay, I see you right here.
I can see you here.
You are here. Okay, I'll be there in like 30 minutes. We had to wait till my dad to come rescue us. But yeah, Buy You a Drink was on when we went to the Dorney Park and almost drowned in 2 feet water because I can't swim. Anyway.
That's not an excuse at all. You can just stand up.
And then here's one that you guys probably never even heard of. It's called Here Without You, 3 Doors Down. And as soon as I hear it, I want to cry. Because this is when I went through a breakup. I was like in 8th grade. I'm sorry.
Mop.
I was in 8th grade. A girl cheated on me, and I was sad. And then it was like for some reason I had this. Who cheated on me? You don't remember the Colombian girl I dated?
Oh yeah.
She was in high school. I was in 7th grade.
I just need to make
it was rape. No, but
I'm gonna use on her in a couple of years.
No, but it was. I thought I was a shit because I had a high school girlfriend. I think she was a freshman at the time, and I was in 7th grade. So I was like, yo,
I thought you said 8th.
I was no, but like summer, like it was like it happened in the summer.
So
that's why I was like 8th grade, 7th grade. Yeah. So like
you were a trainee.
Yeah, I was in 8th grade and trainee. So
it's always an awkward thing. It's like, are we freshmen? Are we sophomores?
But she was. I guess she was gonna be a sophomore. But anyway, she went to her country, Colombia. And then she kissed a fucking guy named Daniel, motherfucker. Alright?
Damn, Daniel.
Damn, Daniel. I'm gonna come up and be like, yo, who Daniel? Like 10 guys raise their hand. I'm Daniel.
See him with the white bands.
My name is
So yeah, that song I heard when I was in the shower. Like I had this phone. My dad had found this phone. It had music on it. That song was on there, and it was like a shuffle. And it played. I was like in the shower, like.
He has his
like crawled up in a ball.
With water hitting his head.
I just crawled up in the ball. But
this next song is a compliment to this song. I keep seeing how they like tie in.
Yeah. Love Lockdown.
Yo, you know a lot of love songs in your plays.
Well, no, because this song, it was like a rough year. It was like 2008, 2009. It was like around the time my parents had split up. And it was like really bad. It was like a really hard time for me. But like this song played, and it was like when I was listening to Kanye, I first listened to Kid Cudi because Day and Night was out. And then like, I don't know, it was just a song that reminds me of the past. And it was like a hard time, but it was a good time at the same time. Anyway, and then Same Drugs, this has more of like outgrowing people. Same drugs like Chance the Rapper. We don't do the same drugs no more. Everyone was like, oh my god, he's like talking about drugs and how like he's like promoting it. It's like, no, think deeper than that. It's about we don't do the same drugs no more. We're not into the same shit. Like yeah, it's like people used to fuck with like back in the day, and then you try to rekindle with them, but it just doesn't work because you guys are into different things now. You know what I'm saying? And then Be Alone with Childish Gambino is like one of those songs I had from put on my iPod back in the day. Also connect with it because
you don't want to be alone.
I don't want to be alone. I hate being lonely because my thoughts drive me crazy.
Girl, I know.
Like I can be alone, but I can't be lonely, as in the sense that my mind drives me crazy.
My mom drives me crazy.
Get out! This song, Celos by Mark Anthony.
Celos.
This reminds me of like kindergarten.
Cue the freaking like beach in the background or something, just on top of it.
I've always connected with Mark this song because it reminds me of like when I first started school. Like it was like pre-K kindergarten. My mom had a Mark Anthony CD that she like. This was back when they used to burn CDs. She used to have like this whole Mark Anthony John. It was like a blank disc. It just had Mark Anthony written in Sharpie. So like you just had to like guess what song it was. Mm-hmm. But this song used to always play when I was like 2 like blocks away from St. Peter's. So I used to be like, so I'll be sleeping and then I would wake up when this song was on. So that's why I fucked with it so much. And then this song, this is my turn up song.
I did not even think of this song.
It's my turn up song.
That song matches this year if I were to do it because that's all you heard if you went out anywhere.
Yeah, for real.
Especially because the Eagles won the Super Bowl.
Yeah, but I got a video. I'm gonna send it to you so you can put it up. That one of like me and Mark, we went to this hookah club just on the hump. Yeah. Like we just wanted to like everyone texted me like, "Yo, Q, slide," and I'm like, I don't really do hookah, but I'll just slide to say what's up to people.
Was that Summer 16?
Yeah. Cool. That was when I had my brass knuckles. Was it Summer 16?
Yeah.
Oh wow. That was when I had my brass knuckles. I had my brass knuckles on me. And I remember I had to give him to the bouncer. I was like, yo, don't lose my shits, yo. He was like, no, I got you. And then we went inside and it was like packed as fuck.
Wasn't it something like you couldn't leave and go back in?
Yeah, you can't leave and come back in. Once like you leave, you like done or something.
That makes
like
you know.
It's like and when you get in the house, either stay, pick where you want to go.
The worst part about that was just the fact that he said it was so packed and so much body heat. If you just wanted air,
bro,
you had to pay to get back in.
Bro, it was so hot. It was like, and then all these bitches, like you know, they coochie stink.
Respectable women.
Fuck that. These whole ass bitches, like no, but what was it? We was like trying to cut through. It was like the way it was like you had to go and you had to like it was like a go up, make a left, make another left, go down just to get to one side of the part where it was literally like you could how it was like you could walk in and then just go right into the other room, but it was so many people clustered around there you couldn't, so you had to go the long way and go around, and like everybody I fucked with was on the other side, so me and Mark had to like push our way. There was some ugly bitches, some cute bitches, and then like all these niggas looking at like, yo, don't take none of my bitches. Like,
top of that was a bunch of hookah.
Yeah, and I don't fucks with that, man.
From the department.
And then so that as soon as I say what's up to all my people, I'm like, hey, they're like, Q, and then they're like, Mark, and then it was like lit. And then next thing you know, like I was like, all right, y'all, I'm about to roll out. They're like, no, bro, you gonna leave? And then next thing you know, you ready? I was like, I gotta stay.
You were walking. You were literally at the point of like kind of like turning around, saying bye, walking out. And as soon as you heard the quit, was just turned around. I was like, oh, I guess we staying.
I was like, yo, this is my shit. Next thing you know, yo, was Xavier there? Xavier was there, right? Because it was on some like weird shit. Like it was like Nueva people, and then we saw Xavier. It was like, Xavier.
It was a lot of. It was a mixture of everybody there.
And that shit was just lit, yo. And then, all right, this song.
You know what's crazy? I was trying to get Panic at this, so I write Sins Not Tragedies, but that's the song that I said I couldn't play.
This song, 9 in the afternoon. Fun fact, first phone I ever owned that was able to play music had this song in it, and that's how I found Panic at the Disco. It was just like a Nokia phone, slide up John. It was when I had 267-574-5697 number.
Call it.
Call it. Fuck with that person. Be like, yo, this used to be Q number, nigga. And then yeah, so this is a song I first ever listened to. I was on a plane going to Florida, and I put my headphones in, and I just played this song for about an hour or two, because I had to go to Florida, and I think we had to do a couple stops. But boom, that is my list. That's how I found Panic. I love them very much.
I was also gonna put that in one, but that's when I was saying I couldn't play it for some reason. I wasn't letting me play it. It was I Write Sins Not Tragedies, and I was like, that's another.
I was gonna put that one, but I didn't listen to that song until like after I found Panic, which was crazy.
It's actually, now that you say it, that was actually a song I would say I listened to first, but that was just a song that I remember hearing so much.
Yeah, but that's what I was gonna say. I actually did listen to that first, but when I was a young boy, I didn't know. Like, Panic at the Disco sounded so much like Fall Out Boy to me, I didn't know the difference. Because, like, Thanks for the Memories was out at the same time that song was out, and you couldn't tell the difference. Yeah. So, it was, even my mom to this day thinks, like, Fall Out Boy is, Panic at the Disco is Fall Out Boy or whatever. I'm like, no, Mom. There's Panic at the Disco, Brandon Urie, and then there's Fall Out Boy with... huh?
Pete Wentz.
Pete Wentz, yeah. Fall Out Boy with Pete Wentz and shit. So,
yeah.
Boom.
There you go. There's our list.
Alright, so boom. That's it.
Alright, so boom. So, yeah, hopefully y'all enjoyed kind of hearing, like, a description of why we picked the decisions that we made, and, like, hopefully, I want somebody to, like, make one. I'll be like, alright, bet. Like,
Brandon, make one.
Looking at you. We know you're
Brandon.
watching.
I can see you there.
I see you there with the snacks.
Get out your couch. Get out your couch,
Brandon. If you're still there.
Get up your couch. Pick up your phone.
What are you doing? We in between your break at work. I see you be grinding. Make us a little playlist real quick.
Hey, first, get to the stadium, get us some tickets.
But yeah, yeah, that's about it. Anything y'all want to add before we sign? This is gonna be a long one. Fuck it. But,
I mean, for it being long, it's actually like this is a content where we're actually saying we know what we're talking about. We're just going.
We needed
along.
the time to do it.
Yeah, so it's not like we're just sitting here and we're just like mumble and we don't know what to say next. But hope you guys enjoyed. I'm gonna start closing off. You can find me on Instagram at MarkyMark and Twitter at the same thing. Victor, where can they find you? Or Quinn, you want to take it off and then. Quinn, where can they find you?
Quinn, you can find. I'm said food's about the devil. I'm Quinn, and you can find me on Instagram at QEtc. and Twitter at QEtc. And Victor,
thank you for watching.
Thanks for the subscribes and the likes and the tweets and the shares.
Got to get back to our cat now.
Find me on Instagram and Twitter, Victor_, etc. Stuff is real, etc. The email is real.etc@gmail.com. Thank y'all for watching.
Now get back to our cattles now.
And now I'm gonna go and tend my sheep, and I'll see y'all later on Paul Dean's Cooking Show. That's how I used to remember. My sister always watch that shit on Food Network. That and Dilly's Catch, like.
Two completely different.
Yeah, I know, but that was the only thing my sister watched.
Love you guys. See you next week. Bye. Y'all come back now. You hear?